Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have kind of a little bit of a weird one, but we've got the Queen and the King of Pentacles in the reverse with the Hierophant in the middle. So it looks to me like we have a little bit of chaos, a little bit of frustration, and it looks like materialism and greed are at the center of this message. There's an attempt to calm this or, make things all right again. But it kind of feels to me like there are too many people upset. There are too many people that are calling for change or wanting this duo or this individual to stop being so greedy. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a good day. Happy Friday. I had to upgrade to the sweatshirt because I'm still really cold. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Key Controller. Yes. Hello, Jane Doe. Hello, April. The nice thing is usually by the time I finish a live stream, I don't remember being cold. So we're going to just focus on that. Okay, guys? All right. If you need a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. It is pretty easy to guess, though. Just the full channel name at Gmail. I should, from time to time, mention there was, some impersonators out there, but I think it's kind of difficult to, I don't know, fool people, because if they offer you a personal reading and it doesn't look like this, then guess what? It wasn't me. But I don't want you to get scammed, okay? Hello, Rainbow Warrior. How are you? I know. I can't imagine it's quite as cold out there, Peggy, but holy crap. It's cold. It's supposed to warm up tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. We've got the Nine of Swords, stress, anxiety, Knight of Cups, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. There's a lot of money at play here. A lot of money that somebody's worried about. This could be, I have something that is causing me a lot of stress or anxiety, and I'd like you to take care of it. And I'm willing to pay you a lot of money if you can actually solve this problem for me. But this could also be somebody who is taking advantage of somebody's despair or concern because what they see is dollar signs. And I feel like it's probably that latter one. But remember, this is a general reading, so there are going to be a couple of ways to look at it. This is, I'm potentially able to make money off of somebody's loss. This is why I identified these individuals as greedy. Hello, Paul. Hello, Illuminati. What else do we have? The King of Swords and the Lovers in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles. It's just business. Don't get so emotional. It's just business. So we have the analytical mind overtaking or even like kicking out the emotional side. All I'm focused on is dollars. All I'm focused on is the bottom line. I work and I make money, and that's what I do. With the Lovers in the reverse, this is no compassion. And so this is one of the few Lovers cards that has snakes on it, at least prominently. This could have to do with healing. So for some, this is, I'm going to just say it, for some, this is the healthcare industry. For some, this is readers on YouTube who take advantage of those that are in a depressed state. But this is, I can make my money off of these people who are in a difficult situation. And that greed is dangerous. Could also be people who need childcare, that kind of thing, right? If you are at a disadvantage and I can make money off of it, okay. But we have the Hierophant sitting between the King and Queen of Pentacles. So this feels to me like there's justice, or there's some sort of change happening because people are realizing this is not sustainable. Hanged Man in the reverse, 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups in the reverse. So if this could also be about minimum wage, the people who have been left out in the cold, not cared for, or not given what they were promised, are feeling the pain of that sacrifice and realizing the people they've been dealing with are selfish. They really just think about themselves. They don't care if you have to lose things that are very important in order for them to get what they want. And this could include some faulty or questionable business practices, right? So this could also be like predatory loans. But we have a willingness to put others at a disadvantage and I think ignore the guilt. Let go of the things like compassion that prevent the ability to make as much money as possible. So at what point do we lose our humanity when we decide that the most important thing is money? At what point as a society do we lose our ability to be seen as compassionate when the first question is, what's in it for me? How much money am I going to make? This is greed. Yeah. All right. This is the Pulp Tarot. And maybe one of my hairs. We'll see. Hello, Christina. How are you? Hello, Rachel. Hello, Voyager. Hello, Mountain Girl. How are you today? Happy Friday. That's true, Paul. Hello, Elizabeth. 9 of Cups in the reverse. It's a lot of 9s. The Star in the reverse. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. The tables are turning. Those that have sought to hide their greed or sought to put, a nice name on it, profit, it's not going to work anymore. Things are like grinding to a halt as far as businesses or things that maybe previously worked. There are changes that may seem kind of difficult to explain that are putting those that are the most greedy in their place, or putting them in a position of loss because they were so comfortable to put others in a position of loss. There's going to be people that are exposed for their greed. There's going to be people who go through their own loss. There's a couple of examples in recent news articles. I like to stay away from naming that kind of stuff, but sometimes it takes a little while for justice to take place, but this is still going to happen. You showed a lack of empathy. You showed a lack of care. You maybe failed to deliver on the promise or what you were supposed to give as far as what you were paid for or what your stated purpose is. And with the King of Wands in the reverse, Temperance in the reverse, it's not that you wanted to lead and do well at your job. It's that you wanted to make money, even if it creates or sows discord. And because you are willing to have that, ooh, crap. Sorry, guys. I did not turn my phone off. Because you are not willing to view that that impact has consequences, we will show you those consequences. A little bit of time for you to realize what's really going on. Time for you to realize that you can't just ignore your actual impact on Earth. Lovers in the reverse again. You made the wrong choice. You associated with the wrong people. You had the wrong intentions. You could have taken the knowledge or the wisdom that you had and created good things or had a positive impact, but instead you rooted out all of those things that made you human and focused on wealth and status and power. So those that have this motivation or this character, lack thereof, all I care about is plans. All I care about is year over year. All I care about is the money in my bank account. Then that is where the universe will attack you. That is where you will learn your lesson. So we could have some interesting days ahead in terms of stock markets or impact from laws or random catastrophes. This is, you are no longer going to be tolerated as this greed, parading as a person. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Very Scrooge, right? Judgment in the reverse. Strength in the reverse. So sometimes we identify things wrong. Sometimes we see things the way we want to see them or see ourselves the way we want to see ourselves. And I think we have somebody or several people that have built for themselves a suit of armor. And they feel that this suit of armor, comprised of greed and materialism and maybe a naked ambition for power, was a great choice as far as protecting themselves or putting themselves high up on a mountain, you can't reach them. But what ends up happening is this false sense of security or strength is going to be exposed. You think you're safe, or you think you're rich, you think everything is perfect for you, but you've built on a mountain of distrust or people that only think about money. What kind of network does that actually create? Probably not one filled with, hugs and good memories. We've got, I think, infighting and blaming other people that were once friends or peers. Things might get a little bit weird. Lovers in the reverse again. Thoughts in the reverse. I didn't think that would happen to me. A little bit of leopards ate my face. So this could be, I pass legislation and it comes back to haunt me. Or I make a change in this business. I think it's only going to impact those people and it ends up impacting me or somebody I care about. I don't make choices based on things that most people do. I make choices based off of literally how much money is this going to make me. So I don't feel like this person has very many connections that are based in emotional intimacy. This would probably be somebody who has difficulty maintaining romantic relationships. And if they have children, there could be some resentment there, because this is somebody who sees things in dollar signs. That is the language they speak. So there's a problem within their own territory. We have privileged lady in the reverse, message of concern in the reverse, and house. which makes me feel like somebody receives some sort of warning or receives some sort of maybe even a message in their dreams. And it's basically, you need to watch this, you need to change this, or you need to rethink your life. You need to focus on being a better influence on the world instead of being so greedy, right? Gimme, 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 give me more. And there could be a problem within this person's own family or a problem within this person's own organization. You aren't good for business, or you are making things more difficult. There's like an ignorance of some potential for a problem. Like, it's fine, because you remember, I have this awesome armor that I built. Oh, do you? Oh, do you? So we have child in the reverse, which to me is saying somebody knows they are guilty, okay? Because child in the upright can also talk about innocence. This person knows they're guilty of something. Do they necessarily like struggle to sleep at night over it? I don't know. I don't know if that's true. So this person's feeling like maybe the problem they're facing can be addressed by a change of location. Does that mean moving a business, moving money, moving their home? Possibly. But I don't think this person appreciates how pervasive the problem actually is. In other words, if you have a cold and you just treat the fact that your nose is runny, right? It's not going to do anything. I don't even know if there really is anything for the common cold, but you know what I'm saying? They're not looking at how deep this problem goes. They just want to treat or deal with whatever is on the surface. And quite frankly, you should be smarter than that if you're coming out as the King of Swords. But this person, I think, has a little bit of an ego and therefore may underestimate the things that they come up against. So to match this person's soul, we have the Black Tarot. Oofda. Four of Pentacles in the reverse, or the Four of Spheres in this deck, and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. The illusion of security or things being just fine is starting to dissipate. Whatever they told themselves that justified their actions or their greed or made them feel, it's fine, nothing's ever gonna happen. Nope, not anymore. Now they're realizing there's an actual problem, right? Hello there, Raziel. How are you doing? Hello, Blake. Welcome. Hello, Jara. How are you today? Likewise. Yes, exactly. So the Knight of Cups in the reverse can also talk about somebody who is throwing a little bit of a temper tantrum. And I do feel like we have an individual confronted with circumstances they never anticipated they would have to deal with, realizing that they may have underestimated the impact of their choices. Now they're being confronted with this idea that maybe you should not have been so greedy. Maybe you should not have been so focused on those things. You've missed the point. To be honest, this is like somebody begging. I know you had told me that I needed to make this change before. I know you told me I was doing it wrong. I know I shouldn't have been so focused on money. But can I do anything now? Don't take away the things that I love. And that tells you a lot. Don't hurt the people I care about. Or I don't want to lose the people that I love. It's I don't want to lose the things I love. So this person or these people could have specific things that are their pride and joy versus, a lot of people would refer to a child as their pride and joy. This would be somebody who'd be like, oh yeah, that car, it's a really expensive car. Yeah, that's my pride and joy. That's my baby. This is somebody who focuses quite a lot on assets. What do I have? What do I own? Who owes me? Yo, this is weird. 4 times now. 4 times we've gotten the Lovers in the reverse. Including from the Kipper, which is a little bit, it's like a slightly different Lovers card, but still. This person is getting doors slammed in their face, or these people. Things have shifted, and now the change is trying to create balance. They're still trying to figure out a way to monetize it. They're still trying to figure out a way to make money off of this. What can I do? How can I fix this? How can I save the margins? Hello, chosen one. How are you today? Eight of Cups in the reverse. Ten of Swords. Hierophant. This is karmic justice. There's like an edict. This is your own greed coming back to haunt you, your own choices teaching you that that wasn't right. But with the Ten of Swords, this is something that is ending. We could have individuals that see their relationship end because their partner decides they no longer can tolerate who they're married to. We could have individuals losing their job because they're exposed as having had horrible business practices, or failing to abide by regulations or laws, or, you know, being a human, cares about other humans. Hierophant is clarifying the Judgment in the reverse card. I saw what you did. Could also be that there's like a figurehead that is, I don't like saying that. Sometimes we are given examples, right? A lesson. You learn from this, or do you not learn from this? And this could be one of those situations where in like a court, they're viewing someone as so prominent that maybe we need to make an example of them to deter others from trying to do this kind of thing, right? Page of Swords in the reverse, Nine of Cups, and the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So when this greed and naked ambition is exposed, there is like a lot of other people that talk about it. It's like when you're in a party environment and everybody's trying to be civil or get along and not cause any problems. And then one person like quietly admits, I never really liked them. And then everybody else is like, me either. I thought I was the only one that didn't like them. Everybody else was like, oh my God, Marsha. Once one thing happens, it's the dam breaking, and there are other complaints or other problems that come to the surface. So it might not be the first one that sinks the boat, but it's what starts the process. And therefore, causation could probably be argued. All right, this is the Egyptian Tarot. What else do we have, please? For entertainment purposes only. I feel like I have to say that every once in a while. It's in my like description box, I'm pretty sure, but dang, this is kind of heavy. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So there are going to be people removed from their positions, or people that are maybe willingly putting themselves in different roles. But we have a major shift. People realizing if I don't want that same thing to happen to me, I can't continue to act as this super greedy person. Living vicariously through somebody else, they maybe end up learning a lesson. Because this Ten of Swords is big news or kind of catastrophic. So this Five of Cups that people were avoiding, the greedy people that were like, I don't have time to feel bad. Now they're feeling bad. Now those emotions they pretended they couldn't feel, or that compassion they should have been exhibiting long ago, is coming back. And it's kind of along the lines of, it was easy for me to forget how to have compassion for other people. But now that I'm in a difficult situation, I expect that compassion that I never gave out to come back my way from people that I never gave it to. So that's a little greedy right there. How dare you expect certain treatment that you were unwilling to extend to anybody else? In my opinion, I try to be civil and respectful. I might not like you one bit, but I'm not going to like be a nasty, ugly person, right? I got too many spontaneous kitchen dances to do to sit around here and talk about you. You know what I mean? This person, though, is expecting the compassion and empathy they never had for anyone else because they can't imagine losing what's at risk here. Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Cups in the reverse. They're not going to get it. They're not going to get that empathy and that compassion because it was so clear through years or several decisions, several efforts that were made. You lacked compassion for others. Why do you think you deserve it? It's a tough lesson. There are times where I've had to ignore somebody or not, open back up a friendship, and it broke my heart because I care about that person and I want them to do well. But if you need to go through that healing or if you need to go through that lesson, then my version of empathy is not talking to you because you solved that problem on your own. But that's different from I'm going to just delete whatever compassion I have for other people just so that I can make all this money, right? Oh, that's a good song. Yes, exactly. What else do we have? Five of Swords, Chariot in the reverse. So the attempt to stop others or cause problems for others and benefit from it is stopped in its tracks. This policy, this approach, this business, this person, they're stopped. Now, is it a pause? Maybe. They might be able to get back to work. But this is somebody who's, I think, more likely losing business or losing the opportunity to stay in that role. They could be canceled. Yeah. So part of the reason I chose the Egyptian tarot is the Hanged Man card has this depiction, which is a little bit unusual and very much so comes across as sacrificial. That's what it is. There could be a change that is heralded or brought in by certain greedy people or certain greedy companies going on the chopping block. You can't learn from the situation if all you can think about is money. And I'm just going to say it, like, if you don't care about the environment and all you care about is money, you might be dealing with some justice as well, or some karmic justice, because you were okay with sowing heartbreak or problems for the sake of money. You have people that are being taught a lesson. It's not okay to do that. You have to still be a human if you want to be a part of humanity. Eight of Wands in the reverse. So some action that this person or this company or this whatever was trying to take is going to be blocked. It's not going to work because they're getting greedy, too greedy. Hello, Frederick. How are you doing? So Tower. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Something very overwhelming or burdensome that makes people take another look and realize they need to stop this. They need to reject this. You know, it's like a predatory loan. You're only making lives worse, pretending that you're helping people. Your goal is really to set them further back, right? We're not going to let that fly anymore. That's not okay. All right, this is the Earth and Bone Oracle. Enchanter, number 22. Self-evaluation, awakening, purpose, independence, confidence. Some people are real good at telling other people what they're doing wrong because all they want to do is avoid every opportunity to see what's wrong with themselves. This is somebody who's having a big old mirror held up in front of their face. This is you. This is how you do. You proud of that? Because I know you spend most of your time trying to avoid that this is who you are. But Hierophant, Tower, Judgment, these are cards that say, I'm going to show you exactly who you are. Do you like it? Do you like what you look like? Then you better think about it. Think about what you've done. Let me get you a dunce cap real quick. Number 1, shelter, spiritual growth, revival, accountability, healing. So now we have those who are very greedy being held accountable. That works, Frederick. Don't worry, I talk a lot. Accountability for those that were unwilling to look at themselves in the mirror. Number 40, the stand, courage, determination, fearlessness. Because there is one person or several people or a little bit of like a David and Goliath, right? Who's willing to say, this is wrong. Or willing to argue, willing to sue somebody, willing to throw a snowball. This is not okay. Number 25, Burrow, exhaustion, lack of energy, questioning motivations, and realignment. So there's going to be a major realignment, reorganization. For some, this is going to be about regulations, compliance, how do you report on things, what are your main motivations, because they've been off. Your main motivations has been, how many planes can I buy? How many yachts can I own? While other people suffer. So being held to account for that kind of energy, that kind of decision making. This is the energy oracle. I'm kind of curious to see if we're going to see the storm warning card come out or deception. Would be nice to see an angel come out too, but we'll see. All right, what else do we have? Envy. Well, that makes sense for greed. Number 20. Now, this could be looked at in a few ways, right? We could have those that have been not given what they were offered or taken advantage of. The people who go for those predatory loans could be envious looking out here. Oh, everybody else has stuff. Why don't I? But I think this is more so a level of people that are so focused on having the most that they can't bear to be troubled to see what's going on outside or with other people. Keeping up with Joneses, right? Okay, we do have an angel. Second chakra, which I believe is throat chakra. Third eye chakra, sorry. Self-reflection, we already had that. So we have the universe working to make sure that people are looking at themselves in the mirror. Do you like what you see? Is this who you want to be? Because if so, why? Hello, Empress Celeste. How are you doing? All right. Attachment, number 5. This is like the devil, somebody who has a fixation or is, they don't know how to let go of this need to succeed or have more. It could be tied to insecurity, feeling like nobody really likes them unless they have all of this stuff, right? So we have door to spirit. So because we can tell that there is an issue here in terms of accountability, and you may have an attachment that is difficult to shake loose, we are going to do something a little bit big to make you really think about who you are. There could be dreams. There could be Scrooge-like situations, right? Think about who you are and what you tolerate or what you put forth into the world. This is what's the news. What else do we have? Sneaky link, hidden lover, low-key situationship, side piece. We could have somebody who is intimately related. Well, not like related, connected, whatever. I think there's somebody who has connections that are not business that provides information to a news outlet or somebody else. And we have the black sheep card again, rebelling, going against expectations and defying norms. This could be one of their own. Somebody who also had, ambitions and wanted to be rich, happening upon some information and feeling like it was too much, right? Heart to heart, deep conversations, intimate discussions, blunt and honest. That's what it is. I feel like this person has, well, maybe many of them, right? Somebody they are open with about just how greedy they are. And when they talk about that, it stuns somebody. Like, I did not know you were that cold. I did not know that you were willing to be that person. Dirty money, laundering, steal, illegal. So they're doing something illegal to make more money. This also makes me think of Sarah Winchester. If you know, you know. Playa. Play in the field, not looking to settle, seeking options. From a business perspective, this is somebody who knows how to leverage their network or knows how to watch the market and maximize whatever it is that they're doing for their own finances or their business, right? This is the Gilded Reverie. What last messages do we have regarding this? There's a contract here, or again, sneaky link, somebody's romantic interest could be exposing the truth. But we also could have, with the ring, that could represent contracts. We could have some sort of agreement that was illegal, like fixing prices, for example, or hiding research. But somebody gets access, whatever they're trying to hide. Sorry, it's not hidden anymore. And information's coming out. Oh no. It ruins all my cards, you guys. So we've got the mountain, number 21, and the dog, number 18. I know that it's a lot of work. I know that it requires extensive research or patience. But we have somebody who, I see this as somebody who's loyal to the cause. I know that this needs to change. And even if it requires all of my free time, I'm going to find out the information that I need. This could be somebody who's working undercover. Or maybe even somebody who hires private detectives. We have somebody that says, I'm going to get the information. Oh my gosh, this just reminded me of that show, Matlock. I'm not going to ruin it for anyone. If you're watching it, you know what I'm talking about. But this is, I know it's a huge amount of work, but I could find the information that I need to be able to change this situation that has harmed people, right? So have a heart. Don't lose that. Money isn't everything, but we do have some justice headed our way. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading.